My favorite brokerage engine success story was with a good friend of mine who's a broker who wanted to deploy the software. We really talked for about a year about taking on Brokerage Engine. He was a selling broker, so he listed and sold and owned the brokerage. And his problem was he never really seemed to make any money as a broker and as an owner. He would make money selling real estate, not really through his firm. And I told him, with the proper tools, you will find that you can make money doing brokerage. He didn't really believe me. He kind of felt like the margins are too thin, it's too hard to make money in brokerage. The success is really straightforward. We deployed Brokerage Engine. We actually helped him on the service side too, helped his team. And I think it took only about 7-8 months of us working together, deploying the software and getting his team acclimated to that. And by the end of that 8 months, he had $1.5 million in free cash in his bank account. He had a revitalized faith in the brokerage business and what he was capable of doing. And he's grown his business now exponentially. So that's easily one of my favorite stories of Brokerage Engine so far. My favorite module at Brokerage Engine right now is task management. One of our biggest struggles was trying to provide service to our agents and keep track of that. We were using emails and spreadsheets and post-it notes to keep up with the things we were doing for agents, and that became super cumbersome. I think we've got some of the best brokerage staff in the business, but it was easy to see they were getting burnt out because keeping up with the high demand that our agents had, especially as we were growing the business, was just too much. And so at Brokerage Engine, we built our task management module with the simple idea that we needed one place to track everything we were doing for the agent and to also communicate with the agent what we were doing for them and when it would be delivered. And our task management module does that. It keeps brokers like myself from having to use a spreadsheet and post-it note to be on top of our job and to deliver to the agent what they need. And that is a lifesaver for a staff that deserves a better system so they can support agents better. Brokerage Engine helps transform a brokerage in a multitude of ways. The first and probably most important is by taking on Brokerage Engine, you're fundamentally defining your processes, your systems, how you operate by bringing us on, because what we do is configure Brokerage Engine to your needs, but it requires a broker to really identify how their own brokerage works, and for many brokers, they've never done that before. Another way we transform a brokerage is by putting in systems that allow for efficiencies for the brokerage, that allow a really capable staff to do the things that are more high value. So great example is that we cut out a lot of the busy work. So somebody who heads up marketing, for example, can focus on the marketing and not reconciling the invoices against accounting. That's a big deal. Second thing maybe is in accounting and reporting that we create automatically. We know so many CFOs, controllers, bookkeepers for a brokerage that used to spend half of a month building out reports for the management team. Now those reports are automatically generated so they can think of ways to save money, cut cost, or be more efficient on billing for agents or making sure they can pay out commissions faster. We just gain efficiencies for brokerages by using the system. That's transformational. An ideal client for Brokerage Engine is a brokerage and the support team of that brokerage that wants to grow, that wants to better their brokerage, that sees that there's ways to improve but might not know how to do that yet. We love working with brokerages like that they're open to the suggestions that we might be able to give them by working with 100+ top producers and brokers all over the country. We can take all that gained wisdom and share it with a new Brokerage Engine client. So our ideal scenario is somebody that is open to that, is ready to try something new to better their whole firm and support their agents in a better way. A brokerage that's not a good fit for Brokerage Engine is one that feels they've got everything in order already, that has a system that they've kept for years and don't want to change it. That's just not the best fit for our software. We need people that want to innovate a bit and are looking for an elevated level of service for their staff, for their agents, and for their clients.